Vinny Paz, the Jmack Experience Podcast, episode 11. We got the mental fighter here, making it happen. We might have to make you management.
Honestly, I think so.
I think you're going to have to be management for the podcast.
Second host, yeah.
Episode 11.
Episode 11.
What the fuck? 2023 are we now?
2023. We got the one and only Vinny Paz in the building.
That's really cool.
You're the man. Appreciate you. Episode 11. Stay tuned. We're here. The Jmack Experience Podcast. All right, we're back. And we got a very, very, very special guest on the show today. We got the one and only Vinny Paz on the show, man. And I got to give him a round of applause before we even start, man, because I can't even believe he's here. This shit is crazy.
Look at the people. They're all clapping. Thank you.
This shit is jam-packed.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Vinny Paz, a.k.a. the Pazmanian Devil, is in the fucking building. And we got the mental fighter. But before we get to all that, how are you feeling, man? Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much.
You know what? It's great to meet you, Johnny B. It's great to meet you. And I had to come in with this is my girl.
Yo.
Yeah, well, no.
Forever.
He got the beauty over here.
Yeah, the beauty and the beast.
You're doing it right. You're doing it right. I see you.
So,
How you been these days, man? Everything good?
I'm really lucky.
Really
Everything's pretty damn good. I'm lucky that I got some good. I got a couple of good people in my life, and that's all you need because there's not many
Good people in your corner?
And believe me, I know what it was like to be
Down and out?
I know what it's like to be down and out. I know what it's like to be on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And I'm good. I'm pretty good. I got a great PR girl. She's not even a PR girl. Like she's like my sister.
And what's her name?
I don't even.
You want to give it out?
Yeah.
Well, we'll give her a shout out either way.
She's the bomb. Yeah, she's awesome. She knows who I'm talking about.
Hey man, shout outs to her, man, for keeping you grounded and leveled.
Mad
love?
Mad love, Zena.
Man, shout outs to
she's the
Zena.
bomb. Yeah.
Shout outs to her, man. And once again, we want to give you another round of applause, man. You are a legend in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you have many accolades. But before we talk about all that, we're going to get into this intro real quick. Episode 11, the Jmack Experience Podcast. Vinny Paz in the fucking building. I'm so excited, man. I've been waiting all week for this.
That's cool.
We got the mental fighter. We got Vinny Paz. This is crazy, man. If it wasn't for the mental fighter, we wouldn't have this in the works. So I want to give you a special shout out as well, and I want to give you a round of applause too, man. We got to give her a round of applause, man. We can't just not give credit where it's due. We about to have, matter of fact, we about to make a head of management, man. If you want to get your podcast on and reach out to the mental fighter, you know what I mean, and hit her up. And hit up the Jmack Experience Podcast.
We want you for Jmack.
We want you on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Let's get into this intro once again. Episode 11. Vinny Paz, the Pazmanian Devil. He's back like he's never left. Let's go. Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com.
You do sign language? You do sign language now?
He does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hey, man, once again.
You getting ready in case you go deaf?
Thank you so much once again, man. Before we begin and talk about everything that you've done in your life, what was it like for you growing up? Like your beginning.
That's
the beginning.
That's a good question.
We gotta start. We gotta start from the beginning.
Dude, that's a good question.
We gotta start from the beginning.
Whoa, you're good at this.
I'm telling you, man. I came ready.
Can I swear on this?
Of course, you could swear, you could cry, you could curse, you could talk about whatever you want, man. Like I said, there's no rules, there's no bars. This is the podcast difference of an interview. We could do whatever you want.
I really like that I'm on with this
The mental fighter. Shout outs to the mental
fighter. The mental fighter.
Cat, yeah.
This cat.
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 Meow.
I swear to God, don't you dare press that fucking button. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I thought it was something else.
So what was it like growing up for you?
You want to know what? It's nobody's asked me that. And Vinny Paz growing up in Cranston, Rhode Island. I got so lucky to have great parents, and I just kicked ass like right through everything.
Yeah.
Like I played on the Edgewood Eagles. I played on my alma mater, Cranston East High School.
Wow.
I was a captain of the defensive team. You know,
Football, right?
Football, yeah. I was 125 pounds. It was crazy.
What'd you play? What position was it? Running back?
You know, no, I was a defensive. I was
Defensive?
a crusher, man.
Oh,
I used to
shit.
crush people.
Yeah.
In Ted Stebbins, I love him.
Shout out to Ted Stebbins.
Ted Stebbins from Cranston East High School. Yeah, I love him.
Was he a
He
coach?
was the coach. Yeah, he was the coach of the Thunderbolts, and
The Thunderbolts.
of course I went with the
The head cheerleader.
captain of the
Yeah, of
cheerleading
course.
team, of course.
Yeah.
I had to throw that in there. You know what? She's cool as hell too. I see her once in a blue moon every now and then.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Paula Bedessa. But
Shout outs to her.
yeah, she was cool.
Reach out
But-
to him.
So, growing up, for me being the fighter that I was, and like I started fighting since I was 5 years old. Like
Yeah.
5, and people knew like that about me, so they kind of gave me a little bit of leeway and stuff. It was cool, and I guess the answer to this question. It was cool being Vinny Paz.
What do you mean leeway? Like what? They let you slide with certain things?
Let me slide.
Because they didn't want no problems with you, huh?
Yeah.
No, but
That's
didn't you say you
crazy.
were like a good A student or something?
Yeah. And
So you were-
that, and I was a pretty good student.
You were good academically too, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It's
so,
a good thing.
So, but you went to football and boxing then, I'm assuming? So,
Football and boxing only up until the 12th grade, and then when that was over, that's it. I was boxing.
but see, because one of my other questions was, so up to 12th grade, but because I seen that you, for some reason, I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong, they were saying that you skipped the Olympics and you went straight to the pro. Like,
No,
what happened with that? Like,
No.
How old were you then?
I didn't skip the Olympics.
You went into the Olympics, right?
I didn't make the Olympics.
oh, got you. Okay, that's why I was confused.
Because there was this little badass out there. There was this little black guy.
You're the black kid. Yeah, I seen
who
that.
was a motherfucker. He was one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Who was it? Did he?
Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, shout outs to him,
wow.
man. That's
Do
crazy.
you know that name?
Of course. Is he still alive?
No.
He passed away
lo-
recently.
like me, he loved to drink.
And at this
And
point,
he got in a
That
car
was a few
accident.
years ago.
oh
Yeah.
shit. And what weight were you then? What weight were you fighting then?
132.
This was considered
Sweet
lightweight,
Pea.
right?
Lightweight.
Sweet
Okay,
Pea was that his
lightweight.
name? Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Pernell
So
Sweet Pea Whitaker. He was amazing. He was unbelievable. I used to spar with him a couple of times. I'm like, oh man, fuck, I ain't sparring with you. You out of your mind?
what? You didn't make the Olympics, you said?
I didn't make the Olympic team. He did.
Oh, he made the Olympics. Oh shit.
We were both in Colorado Springs at the Olympic Training Center,
Right.
and he beat
got picked.
everybody. He beat everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. And then how did that make you feel? Did you get discouraged or not at all?
No, because I knew now. All right, now we ain't fighting 3 rounds, motherfucker. You know, now it's
You going all the
fucking
way.
real fight. Now it's 10 rounders, and
Yeah.
and that's how that was my thought process when I was just fighting 4-rounders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you train at? Like from the beginning? Where were like your beginning? Who was the coach?
Isn't that Wes's Rib House?
Can you?
Yes,
Around
Wes's Rib House.
I know everything about him.
You study. Okay.
More about you than you know you.
I should be asking you then.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like the narrator then.
Yeah, she's right. The Wes's Rib House was a place in Providence, Rhode
Gotcha.
Island.
I wonder if it's
And,
still there. Wes's Rib House.
Oh God, I have no idea. I
We
wanted
won a
to.
few years ago.
Yeah.
Where in
Should still be
Providence was
open.
this
Like
at? Where-
Ponyville?
In like Oneyville.
Oh shit, this is the
You know,
hood.
it was
The
in like a
hood,
mill
yeah.
or something.
It was in like a
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, on the back of Oneyville, right?
Old brick building. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I went there, and the guy who made the boxing gym happen, his name was Marty Martin.
Got you.
Marty Martin. I have no idea where he is today.
This is when you was 5?
This is when I was no, it was right after. It was the day after I went and see Rocky.
Wow.
I don't know.
You were like 7.
14, 15.
All
You
right,
said,
so you were already like
No,
a teenager.
14, 15. I wasn't driving because I went with my 3 friends.
One of them
like,
I used to know. He was my neighbor. Gallagher. Not Gallagher. Oh my God. Globally. Sean Globally.
Globally,
Oh my
yes. Oh my God, that is
That's
crazy.
not. But like, no, what I'm saying is when you were 5, when you started like at 5 and those early levels, where did you box at? Where were you? Because they have a few videos of you boxing. I've seen.
There was a gym in it used to be, it is now, it's called Wes's Rib House.
Okay.
And this Marty Martin got this gym and made a boxing gym out of it. And he had a son that used to box, and his kid was okay.
This was your early beginning stages.
Early beginning, yeah, like, God, like, this is when I just started, like I went and see a Rocky movie, like,
Inspired you.
I went and see a Rocky movie last night.
Yeah.
Today I'm in a freaking
In the
boxing
gym.
Yeah,
That's
pretty,
nuts.
Pretty
Now
cool.
I see that you fight. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you fight both ways, right? You can fight either way.
Yeah,
pretty
not
much.
But yes and no. I didn't turn. I didn't go left-handed that much at all.
Not much.
At
Oh,
all,
you
yeah.
stuck righty. That's crazy.
I was a badass.
You would throw the
right-hander.
right sometimes, though.
Yeah. Once in a while, but
All right, so then you go from fighting at Oneyville, and then from there, like, so now once you didn't make when you didn't make the Olympics, where did you go? You went back to the drawing board, and then what happened from there?
back to the gym, back home, back to Cranston,
Back
Rhode
to
Island.
Cranston.
Kristen.
My mother and father, Louise and Angelo. God, thank God.
Shout outs to them,
I wouldn't have done nothing if it wasn't for them.
and they always encouraged you, right?
Yeah.
Now your father was a barber, right? I've seen that. Well, I've heard that he was a good.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Right?
My father was a bookie.
He did a few things, huh?
He sold,
Gambled.
stolen. He gambled. He stole. Like, he didn't steal.
He hustled.
himself.
He made it happen.
He made it. He had
He had to provide.
He had a store in East Providence that was
Wow.
off the hook.
What a
Had
story.
everything in it. I just remember, like, Converse sneakers everywhere.
That's
Like
crazy. So
Like-
things that fell off the truck, right? Type thing.
Things that fell off
It's
the
that New
truck.
York shit.
Exactly. Oh
You had to
my
get it how you
God.
live. So now, he inspired you. Listen, you got to make a living. You got to provide for your family. It was that type of vibe.
And I started boxing. I loved boxing. I loved boxing.
Did your father box too? Or he was
No,
a fan of the sport?
My father was a soccer champion in Italy,
Wow.
and he was going to go
Pro?
He was going to go on the all around skiing.
Well, he used to ski too?
My father used to ski. He was a great skier.
Chile killed a Nazi with a pitchfork.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
Today what?
He killed a
I know.
Nazi with a pitchfork.
He killed a Nazi with a pitchfork
Get
because
the
That's
fuck out.
insane, though.
They
Oh, he
were
was
coming-
in World War?
he was in Italy at that time. He was
Wow.
going to the Olympics in the all-around skiing. So Hitler he didn't just kill
Wait,
Jews.
Hitler was still around. Oh, wait, when did Hitler die?
No, he was in the World War with the World.
Yeah.
I think World War II, right? That
I
was
have no idea.
one of the wars.
No idea. But anyways, my father,
Mussolini and all that crazy.
all those
shit.
guys, yeah. My father.
Yeah, this is some history shit. This is deep. Yeah,
my father was a great athlete, which is why my mother's tough as nails.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story.
She don't
after.
fuck around.
I'll tell you a story after about my mother. But my dad, he was the bomb. He pitchforked a Nazi in his house that was robbing something from his parents, and he had to either go to jail for your life or get on a bus and go wherever the fuck you want to go.
A bus.
Get on a fucking a boat bus.
Yeah.
And
leave.
And he went and he came to Rhode Island, out of all places.
I'm surprised he didn't end up in New York.
And totally, out of all the places, he ends up in Rhode Island. Meets my mother. She pops me
She
out.
was here already? She was in Rhode Island already?
Yeah.
Oh,
she
shit.
pops me up. And she was Italian. Her name was Louise Monti. You know, she was a great hairdresser.
She's a hairdresser.
She's a hairdresser.
My lady's a hairdresser. That's amazing. That's crazy. Now, so you're Italian, full-blooded Italian, right? And what part of Italy are you from? Or what? Your parents?
My father was near Rome.
Oh, Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Catholic to this day. That's great. My wife's a full devoted Christian, but I still keep my Catholic tradition.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
always.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How do you get along with your wife?
Well, you
guys battle?
We definitely battle.
You battle?
She beats your ass.
Yeah,
We definitely bump heads, yo.
She definitely beats.
But
Oh,
yeah,
my
it is what it is,
If
man.
he's doing the radio this good,
You know-
he can't fight.
You know,
You either can fight or you don't, or you can do a radio show.
you gotta be
Pick
talented and multiple. You gotta have multiple.
Pick one or the other.
That's a fact. But so all right. So after that, when your father came down, he met your mom, and then are you the only child or you have multiple siblings?
I have just one sister who, I used to see her all the time when I was fighting, making so much money, and
She would only pop up.
I don't see her anymore. I don't know where she is.
It's crazy how families like that sometimes, huh? They come around.
Doreen, if you see this
Doreen, where you at?
podcast,
Pretty fucked up, Doreen.
I'm still here.
Call it. I'm still here, dog. Still here.
Thanks for the phone call.
So all right, so now so then let's fast forward a little bit. So now you come back to the drawing board. Now, when did you get your first professional fight, and who was it against?
Oh, jeez.
And how old were you, more or less?
I think it was in 1983 because
Wow,
the
83.
Olympics. I was going for the Olympics in '84.
Yeah.
Your first pro fight?
My first pro fight
That was in 87.
I was born in 87.
87.
What was it? What was
I won
87?
the world title in '87.
Oh.
First world title.
And that was against who? The world title.
Some douchebag called Greg Haugen.
He was whack, huh?
Oh, he was hot looking back in the
He's
day.
a douche.
Apparently.
He was hot.
I saw some videos.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah.
I will kill her.
And his little VHS
I will
tape,
kill her.
popping it in.
I hate him to this day.
You
I
know
still
that?
hate him.
Why? He was talking
Still
a
hate
lot. He was talking,
Talking mad shit. Get up.
and you beat his ass.
I wanted to.
How many rounds y'all went? How many?
If he comes in here now,
You'll beat his ass now.
I'm choking him the fuck out because Dana White's my buddy. I fucking know how.
You
to
like
fucking-
Dana White? You
I
know
love Dana White.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's my man. Haugen walks in here now, I'm choking him the fuck up, banging his head on the fucking floor. Oh my god.
How many rounds y'all went when you got the world title?
This is crazy. You're gonna love this and think this is crazy. I fought him my first fight, 15 rounds.
Damn, they went that long?
And I won. And
That was the
I
last one.
never
That's a
thought
fucking mission.
I
crazy.
was almost dying because I was so dehydrated. I can't make 135.
How many minutes for one round?
How many? Yeah,
Three?
how many minutes
Three?
around?
3 minutes a
3
round.
times 15. Do the math.
45. It's an hour. It's an hour fight.
That's sad.
Man, trying to
Not
kill you.
1 hour fight. Oh no, it was badass. But I loved it. I loved it. So, in the first fight, I beat him in Providence. Second fight in Atlantic City, he kicks my ass. I got on and off the scale 3 times. I couldn't make 135.
Damn.
And I finally make it, and I just said, God, please, just let me live. Let me live. I don't care if I win the fight. I'll take the loss. Just let me live, God. And that's what he did. He let me live.
Is that the one from the movie that you couldn't make, that you was trying to make the weight?
That was against Roger Mayweather, because I went up 5 pounds. I went up 5 pounds to 140. And 140 didn't make a bit of difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough, man, making that weight.
140. I was walking around 175.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough, So the second fight, I fight Floyd Mayweather, and I think I'm gonna kill him because
Roger Mayweather.
Roger Mayweather.
Yeah.
One of my sparring partners was Rocky Lockridge. I used to kill him.
Yeah.
And I used to kill him. And a great guy. I loved Rocky Lockridge. Good kid, tough as nails. I see Rocky Lockridge. I'm at the fight. I'm in his corner at the fight. He's fighting Roger Mayweather. He knocks him the F out.
And you used to fuck him. You used to beat his ass.
I used to beat his ass. So I thought,
you're like, this guy's a joke. I got him.
This guy's a joke. I'm going to kill him. So I let my weight go. I didn't go. I had to make 140.
Weight makes a big difference in a fight, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 140, you're saying?
140. And I got on and off the scale 3 times. And I finally made 140. So when the fight was happening, I was just walking to the ring going, please, God, let me live. Just let me live. I don't care if I
to him? To fight him? When you were fighting him?
When I was fighting Roger Mayweather. And he kicked my ass, and he was on the top of his game.
He was out of shape,
so
you
bad.
felt? You felt out of shape?
Not even out of shape, but just like I was so drained. Like I literally got on and off the scale 3 fucking times to make 140.
You think that shit really makes... Because even when Tank Davis fought fucking Ryan Garcia, you think that set him up, right, to lose, right? That rehydration clause and all that. That really fucks you up, right? Yeah, like...
It's unbelievable. So I get in the ring with Roger Mayweather. Hits me with the first jab, and I go, okay, this is gonna be a long fight, long fucking night. It's gonna be a long night. And I just took a beating, and I stayed there, and I got my ass beat. I didn't go down. I didn't go down until then. Boom! He knocks me down he knocks me down, and he hits me with an uppercut, and I was just so floored. I was devastated. Like, that's the first time I ever got knocked down. Like, I didn't know what to do.
That's sad.
She knows she's a boxer. Like,
how'd you feel about that?
I wasn't there.
No, when you're seeing these highlights, you must be like, damn, that shit's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's nuts. And I was like, oh my God, I got knocked down. Sylvester Stallone's here.
Who else was there? Hugh Hefner?
Everybody was there.
Speaking of Hugh Hefner, you've been to the Playboy?
Well, let's talk about that after.
Wow, putting women aside for once.
So,
oh my God.
So, like, at the fight, I fought on the undercard of Sugar Ray Leonard. I was the co-feature. Sugar Ray won the light heavyweight championship of the world against dude from Canada. I can't think of his name.
Canadian guy,
yeah. And God, Sugar Ray Leonard beat his ass. It was devastating. Donnie Lalonde. Yeah.
Shout out to Donnie Lalonde.
Good guy. Donnie
Nasty
Lalonde's
with it.
Great. I love Donnie. Now Donnie's a great guy. But so I lost the fight and got dropped for the first time in my life. I was so dehydrated, I passed out in the back in the dressing room.
Oh man!
So now they got me in an ambulance, and I'm going to the hospital. And if my father wasn't there, we're not here today. How nuts is that? Honest to God, because one of the nurses came in and said, "Mr. Pazienza, your son only has six. Every 6 to 8 seconds he has a heartbeat. He's gotta. You gotta wake him up a little bit. Maybe you can." So my father came over to me and he grabbed my shirt and he started shaking me like crazy, and
wow.
and popped me out of it, and I came back down. I was going up through white clouds, like I was going up to heaven. Honest to God.
You think you're going to heaven? No, I'm just kidding.
That time I was. At that time I was. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was going through not white clouds, like the brightest like clouds you ever want to see. Like it was unbelievable.
So we could say that this was one of your toughest fights.
Oh, it wasn't even that. It was after the fight.
It was
after the fight that I almost died. And when my father grabbed me, started shaking me like crazy. "Champ, I don't care, you lost." And I heard it with me listening to him. It was all like, "Champ, I don't care, you lost." It was like that, my eardrums. Crazy.
Damn.
And I came back.
God gave you a second chance.
God.
Yeah, God gave
You know
me
that
a
happened to I don't know if you watched that movie George Foreman. That happened to him too.
1,000%.
He went up?
Yeah. No, he had like a thing with God that he
Really?
died and he came back.
I gotta
That's why he
watch
went
that
to
movie.
church. He went to church and then he gave his life to Christ and then
Yeah.
he came back. And you know, a lot of people have these intermissions. And speaking of intermission, we're gonna get a word to our sponsor and we'll be right back.
Bam.
If you have a niche for podcasting, look no further. Come to the Factory Podcast Room in West Warwick, Rhode Island. Come to the Factory Podcast Room and get your podcast on. Hit up Franco for your podcast. Tell him the Jmack Experience Podcast referred you at the Factory Podcast Room in West Warwick, Rhode Island. Peace.
All right, we're back. And the mental fighter had to step out, but we're going to finish up this podcast with Vinny Paz. Man, once again, it's been an honor to have you in my presence once again. Before we get into all that, let me just get into Album of the Week. Album of the Week this week.
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Goes to Trippie Redd, A Love Letter to U5, and then we got Movie of the Week.
Movie of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Movie of the Week this week is Strays with Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx. It's the dog movie. I don't know if you seen the previews for that. You're big into movies, right? I'm assuming.
Yes, yes.
I know your movie was official. The Bleed for this. That one was it was a great movie actually. When I watched it, I was really inspired by it.
Cool.
It made me believe that you never anything that can happen to you in life, it's never late. It's never too late. Anything can happen, but you can still overcome it. Speaking of that, when you got into that accident, watching that movie, man, I was like, wow. When you had the halo over your head and you were still lifting weights in the basement,
God,
like
the worst nights of my life were with that halo.
was that like accurate how they did that? Because I know movies sometimes they could like over exaggerate or maybe they make it a little bit, they twist it a little bit. But did they do it like the way you wanted it to come out, or
Well,
were you happy with how it came out or not really?
yeah,
And Martin Scorsese, shout out to, they had Martin
Yeah.
Scorsese. I mean, that's
which
legendary.
He's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Some of it got a little
Something.
miscalculated in there, but
Yeah, what weren't you happy with?
For the most part.
I think you had told me, I think you had said behind the scenes you wanted more double D's on the.
Yeah, of course. That's easy, but
Speaking of double, you said that I seen you used to hang out in the Playboy Mansion a lot.
I used to be there quite a few times.
You went to the Playboy Mansion? I'm a big fan. I mean, can you believe I still have the Pamela Anderson issue of Playboy? I still have that issue.
Hugh Hefner was the
man,
biggest boxing fan.
Wow. Rest in peace to Hugh Hefner, man.
Oh yeah, my God. Rest in peace. Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
was unbelievable.
So he was
And
into boxing? I didn't even know that.
When he first saw me, I'm thinking this guy ain't even gonna know who I am, you know.
He knew who you was.
He was like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, Vinny Paz.
He knew who you was.
Yeah, he knew who I was. Yeah.
And
he was so cool.
How was it going in there? Like what was it like? Because I gotta get into this. This is like crazy. I've never ever. I've always wanted to go there. First of all, since a kid.
You know what?
I know I won't ever get to go there.
It's what
passed
everybody
away.
thinks it is.
Times 10, right?
Yeah.
So like a sleepless night, you're not going to sleep. I know that.
Yeah.
Wow, insane.
Let me think.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So you went a few times, like, or just one time thing? Like
5 times.
5 times. You remember how
5
many?
times.
Did you go on a rope? Did you get to go 5 times? Yo, and by the way, the 5 times stands for, what does the 5 times stand for again?
5 world titles.
5 world titles, man. Shout outs to you, man. Once
Boom.
again, that's amazing. All right, so and then I know that you're growing up, you were inspired by Muhammad Ali, but who else were you inspired by besides Muhammad Ali? Who else, like boxing wise? Who else inspired you? You know, there had to be somebody else.
It really was just Muhammad Ali.
Just Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
You didn't like who was the other guy
I loved Ali.
What about the other guy that they mention a lot? The oh my god, I always forget his name. The white guy, the one that they always mention.
White guy in boxing.
Yeah, the white guy in boxing. He was undefeated. That they always say that I think in Coming to America that they. I know you know his name.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
I met Ali twice. He was so cool.
You met Muhammad Ali?
I met Muhammad
Where'd you
Ali
meet him at?
Twice. Oh, jeez, where did I meet?
You say he came to your fight too or something like that, right?
He came to one of my fights.
Wow, you must have been in awe. That's a
to one of my
crazy
fights, yeah.
experience.
Did I meet Ali? I can't think of it.
You can't
But
remember.
He was the coolest guy. Like when first time I met him, I went up to him. He actually came up to me because he was meeting they were all kind of big athletes in this charity event that was in a boxing ring. They were calling all the champions up, all of the great baseball
Cassius
players.
Clay. That's what they talk about. Cassius Clay, I think his name is. Is it Cassius Clay?
That was a little before. That's right before my time.
All right, that's why.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'm listening. My bad. When you met Muhammad Ali, he was
So-
coming to the ring.
So I met him. He comes in the ring, and I grab him, and I'm opening the ropes for him. And he gets in. I said, Muhammad. I said, my God. I said, I can't believe I'm in here. I said, I don't know if you know who I am. My name's Vinny Paz. I'm the Tasmanian Devil. I'm from Rhode Island. I love you. You the only reason why I'm here is because of you. And he literally grabs my arm and he pulls me in and he whispers in my ear. He goes,
I know.
pretty boy.
What?
And I
He
said,
knew.
yes. I said, yes, Muhammad, because I wanted to be like you. Yes, I'm a pretty boy because you were a pretty boy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. He was so cool.
So that must have really inspired you to keep going too, right? When you meet people like that, you're like, wow, I got something going.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah, no, it was no.
What about Mike? What about Mike Tyson, man? I know you met him in his early stages, and
Yeah,
you know
Tyson's the bomb. He's unbelievable.
crazy. He's one of my favorites.
He's one of everybody's favorites.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, let me tell you this one, which people don't know. That motherfucker's smart as a whip.
Yeah.
He's sharp as a tack.
Very. He reads a lot. I heard
He
too.
reads a lot. Yeah, he reads a lot. Like he reads 10,000 times what I read.
And then Roberto Duran, I know you beat him twice, but you saying that now you're like the coolest with him right now? Like you guys the coolest shit?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
Get lit with him.
I got him drunk last weekend. How cool is that?
Where were you guys at? This is awesome.
in California somewhere.
You go to Cali a lot?
No. To be honest with you, no, because I go to Las Vegas a lot.
I go to
That's
Vegas. I like to go to
Nevada.
Vegas. Man,
That's
Vegas is lit.
Vegas is
Nice.
it's where the hell all
Nightlife is
happens.
where it's at over there.
It's unbelievable.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real. It's like New York
Nightlife.
on steroids. I always
Oh.
say that.
Off the hook. Yes.
Yo, that's fucking
New
crazy.
York on steroids. That's
No
funny.
bullshit. Now, so wait, Roberto Duran, when you fought the Roberto Duran, how was that? Like, and how did it come about? Like, was that a fight that you wanted, or was your team pushing that on you?
My team was pushing it on me because they knew it would be for a lot of money. And, like, when I saw him and he still was boxing, and
He was a little older, right?
He's getting older, yeah. He's in his 40s.
But he hits hard.
I was in my 30s when I fought him first.
Wow.
And I'm like, wait a minute. There's no way that I'm gonna fight Roberto Duran. I said,
You didn't think it was
"Come
gonna
on."
happen?
No, it was like he was like Ali to me.
Oh, like a legend already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like Ali to me. And now, I fought him twice. No big deal. I got him drunk last Saturday night.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. When you get Roberto Duran drunk,
You're like,
that's a
holy
good
shit.
That's a cool fucking
That's
night.
a vibe, yeah.
That's a cool night.
What was one of your toughest fights you feel? Like, who was your toughest you feel? Like, cause I know Roy Jones, that must have been one of your toughest, Roy Jones.
That was one of them. And there was so many, like that night, I consider that night the worst night of my life.
Why is that? It was just losing the fight, right? And
Just
every
losing the
overall.
fight. And I never got like stopped in a fight.
Wow.
That was my worst night. It was one of the worst nights of my life. And I was in the back in the dressing room. My father had to wake me up. He literally woke me up. We were supposed to fight at 9:30. 9:30, 10 o'clock. We were supposed
At night.
to fight.
10:30,
At night.
yeah.
So I get all jacked up on caffeine. I'm all good. I'm getting ready, and then you're not fighting yet.
They
Then
postponed
you're not
it?
fighting. They kept postponing it. Go later.
Oh, that sucks.
And then I come out and I fight this fucking guy out of all people. He was unbelievable. At the time he fought me, he fights me. The next fight, he wins the heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah,
He
so
beats
he was
Vinny
ready.
Paz, and boom, he wins the heavyweight championship of the world the next fight. You know,
I mean, it was just.
I'm 5'8" on a good hair day.
Yeah.
You know,
It was just, yeah. Sometimes some things are just out of your control.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. I couldn't hit him. He was so fast. He was so fast.
Some
Like,
people move really fast in the ring, right? It's just,
Some
it's just
people-
too
some
hard to
people-
hit them.
Like he was like Hector Camacho fast.
Yeah. When you fought Hector Camacho, how was that? Another one that was tough, right?
Another one.
And he's Puerto Rican
It
too.
was-
Shout outs to Hector
yeah.
Camacho,
Yeah,
man.
he was.
I
he
love
was
him.
awesome.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace, too,
He
man.
was awesome. Yeah.
Damn.
He was awesome. He was awesome. And but he was just so fast. I couldn't do anything with him. You know what I mean? I couldn't hit him.
Sometimes you
hard.
can't get across. It's
Couldn't
like,
get him.
fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't get him.
How did it feel to bring out Butterbean in WrestleMania? Yo, Butterbean is one of my favorite fucking people.
He's
Could
a
you
good
believe
guy.
that?
Butterbean's a
Yeah.
good guy.
How was that? It was dope to be on WrestleMania?
Like I went to him before the fight.
Butterbean?
He's fighting.
That's
one
a
of-
big guy,
he's
right?
fighting one of the WWF wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I'm,
He could really fight in boxing. He could really fight.
Yeah. So now I'm meeting all the fucking wrestlers. They all want to meet me, and it's cool. Yeah, I'm coming and meet The Rock. He was so cool.
How was The Rock? He was
He was cool
Yeah.
ass. Yeah, he's a Rock, Vinny Paz, man.
Oh shit,
was
he's
so cool. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
So I'm meeting all these guys and everything, and so now a couple of guys, they say, Vinny, our guy's gonna kill that guy. I said,
Butterbean?
yeah. I
No.
said, what do you mean by that? They go, no, Bart Gunn's gonna kill him. Bart Gunn's been training really hard.
To fuck him up.
Yeah. He said he's gonna kill me. Two or three guys. So now I go. I say, hey. I said, take me in the back where Butterbean's dressing room is. I gotta talk.
Oh, you let him know?
I
You
gotta
told
talk to this fucking guy. So I want to see the boxer win. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah, let him get fucked up. Yeah.
So I go in the back and I see Bean and I said, Bean, yo, how you doing, man? He's like, hey, Vinny, this good. I'm glad you're here. I said, man, I said, listen. I said, I'm doing the commentating. I said, but are you ready for this? Because these guys are telling me he's gonna kick your ass, and I don't want to believe that. I said, "You all right?" He says, "Vinny, no problem." I said, "I'm in shape." He said,
He ain't sweating that shit.
Butterbean's
He's a big dude, right? In
He's
person,
a big dude, and he can fight.
Butterbean, right?
can
And he
fight.
moves swift. Big dudes can move, right? People sleep on big dudes.
He can fight. So I'm in the ring. They announced me and everything. I'm like the referee. So, all right, the bell rings. Bing, fight. 15 seconds into the fight, I go, oh my God, Butterbean's gonna kill this fucking guy.
He murdered him.
He murdered him. He knocked him out. Yeah, he knocked him out.
Butterbean.
Yeah, and I knew after 10 seconds, seeing the guy, Bart Gunn, his name was, the wrestler. And I go, oh my God, Butterbean's gonna kill this guy, and he killed him.
He did.
Yeah.
Now, I also know that you fought in 3 different weight classes, being lightweight, light middleweight, super middleweight. Which was your favorite to fight in, and which one was the hardest one to maintain? Like, which one was your favorite one? And
I loved fighting at 168.
which was the super middleweight.
Super middleweight, because I didn't have to kill myself to make weight.
So lightweight was the one that you hated the most, I'm assuming. It was
Hated
like a
the
bitch
most.
to make that weight.
Hated the most. Junior lightweight, hated the most. So I moved. Thank God Kevin Rooney got with me, because
Kevin Rooney was Mike Tyson's
Tyson's
trainer.
trainer.
That's crazy. Shout out, well, rest in peace as well. Right? He passed away, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Legendary shit.
I go, like the people that were managing me, they say, Vinny, listen, you got to get somebody who's gonna make you fight better. You got all the talent. You got bad trainers. As once you go with the cup, they gave me 3 names to go to. Eddie Futch, Angelo Dundee, and
Rooney.
Kevin Rooney. So they say, Vinny, I think you'll get along with Kevin Rooney the best. You know, he's a young kid. You know, he's hot. He's just with Tyson. And
Was that the guy that punched Mike Tyson mad hard when Tyson was young, and then he started?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
don't think you've seen the documentary. But all right, go
I
ahead.
didn't see
So
that.
all right, so then you went. So you went with Rooney.
So I go with Rooney. Loved him. He's the only guy I miss in boxing right now.
Wow.
Loved him. He was awesome. We had a ball
He got
together.
you right.
He got me ready for every fight, and yeah, he was awesome. He made me win my first. I had a lightweight title, then I moved up. He made me move up to junior middleweight. Greatest thing that ever happened to me,
Why?
because I was getting killed because I was losing so much weight.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah.
I can't even make, and I'm heavyweight. I can't even make the 220 right now.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
It's tough making weight.
Yeah, it's not
People have
easy.
no idea, but
I was
so-
almost 300, and then for me to get to 250 was a battle. Yeah.
At fucking Christmas, I was 190 pounds. I'm
Yeah.
fighting at 135.
You still look in good shape.
No,
That's
I'm
crazy.
good now. I'm good. I'm ready to rock and
Yeah.
roll. But at that time, I'll never forget. I got on the scale on Christmas Day in my parents' house, and the fucking scale went 190. I went 190. Oh my God! I'm never gonna fight again. I'm fighting at 135. I was weighing.
Yeah, you was
I'm fighting
way overweight.
135.
Holy
I'm like,
shit,
yeah.
60 pounds.
Yeah, thank you.
You was eating fucking lasagna,
Right.
pasta, fucking meatballs,
I was eating
all types
everything.
of shit.
But oh my god!
And back then there wasn't fucking supplements, drinks, all types of shit. Like now, vegan, gluten free.
It was bad.
There was none of that shit back then.
I got my ass kicked, and then Rooney. I sparred with Kevin's best middleweight.
And who was
I
that?
go in there, it's a kid named Muta.
He was nice.
Badass.
Black dude?
Badass brother.
Yeah.
Badass. I kick his ass for 4 fucking rounds. We were supposed to go 5. Kevin said, it's done. Come on out now. I said, no, Kevin, I'm good. No, come on, you're done. So I get on the scale after I just beat his best middleweight.
Fighter.
I beat his best 160 pounds. I'm supposed to be fighting at 135. I'm fighting a kid that's 160, and now he's probably even heavier because in between fights he's probably 175.
Yeah.
I beat his ass. I love the kid today. I'm still friends with him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's so ill about boxing, man. You could fuck each other up, but then you become cool.
Yeah, totally. Like I
It's the
am
love of
with
the
Duran.
sport.
Like I am with Duran. So, Kevin puts me on the scale, and I said, he goes, Vinny, come on, let me check your weight. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm good. I don't need to be making weight right now. He goes, no, let me just see what you're at. I said, nah, that's okay. I'm good. He goes, no, Vinny, get on the freaking scale. So I get on the scale. He puts it on 160. And I go, what are you doing? I step off the scale. I go, what are you doing? I said, this is 160. He goes, you fight at 135. What do you mean? What do you mean? I said, nah, I'm not training now. I'm not in shape. I said, I just did 4 rounds with Muta. I said, but that was nothing. And he goes, Vinny, get on the scale. So I get on the scale. He puts it on. It's on 160 now. Boom! It goes right up to the top, meaning I'm way overweight. I'm way overweight, and it stops at like 180, 185,
Almost 200.
And oh my god!
Any fights that
He
you
made me move up where I
to
won,
weight.
Yeah, where I won the 3 world titles.
That's nuts. So he motivated you.
Yeah, he was the best, Kevin.
Now, I know we're gonna be wrapping up soon, but any fights that you felt that you didn't get that you wanted when you were fighting as a champion?
You know what? Easy answer to that is, nah.
Nah, you got the fights you wanted and you did what you had to do.
You know what? I would never like crush me, backdoor me. I wouldn't do that because I got so lucky. I'd work.
You're grateful for your career.
I'm so grateful.
You're grateful for.
I fought 60 fights. I won 50.
Yo, that's amazing. Your record is
I
amazing.
knocked out half of them. 30 guys. I stopped.
And you got 30 knockouts.
30 stopped.
Your
30 guys.
stats are incredible. And you only got 3 well, they counted as knockouts.
Totally.
But I know you say you never got knocked out.
Yeah,
I feel like you didn't get
knocked
knocked out.
Yeah, I never got knocked out.
To me, you're a legend, Vinny Paz. And again, it's been an honor to have you on my show. What's next for Vinny Paz, man? I want to ask you that before we sign off. What's next for you? I know you had the movie that was a couple years back, but what's next for you? I know it's not over for you yet. You're still looking great shape. What's going on? What's next for you?
It's good.
Are you training?
It's gonna be big. They're doing a documentary on me.
That's
And
awesome.
it's gonna be called The Greatest Comeback in the History of Sports. How cool
Nice.
is that? Yeah.
What network can you say or you can't disclose?
It's not on the network yet.
Oh, there. You're shopping around?
Shopping, yeah.
All right. And where can they follow you at on social media? Where can we follow you? Do you have any Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter?
my
I know you got
Diablo-
something. OnlyFans.
All right, gotta give you the name now. Zena's the bomb.
Hi there, Daddy.
Oh yeah, Zena's the bomb. She's
I had to drop. I drop it
she's
every
gonna-
episode.
She's gonna crack up when she hears that.
So Zena, you gotta go through Zena. You don't have any social. What about an email? Can somebody email you if they want you on their show?
Nah.
Being that you were cool
Not
with Mike
big on
Tyson,
me.
are you gonna be on Hot Boxing? He gotta have you on Hot Boxing,
Yeah,
man.
I'll be on it when
When the time comes?
When
When the documentary, you're gonna go on Hot Boxing.
yeah.
I gotta see that. I'm definitely gonna follow. I'm gonna see it 100 times. I'm a big fan. I watch every episode.
That's cool. Really?
Yeah. Tell Mike Tyson I wanna.
He's good.
Can you connect me? I gotta meet Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, man.
You know what?
I gotta meet
will
Mike Tyson.
Tell him that, and I'll get
I'm a
him on your
humongous fan, bro. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah. I just gotta meet him at least once.
He's the coolest motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm from
alive.
Queens. You know, I'm not from Brooklyn, but I'm from Queens. A big, humongous
Oh,
fan
good,
of Mike.
good, good,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I'm about to get him tattooed like in a month. So.
Oh no way!
Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah.
Where you putting it?
I'm getting him right on my ribs.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, when I tell him
Yeah,
that,
no bullshit.
boom.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a big Tyson fan, bro.
that's
No
cool.
bullshit. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, always since a kid. He's actually my top 5. I'll give you right now. Well, I mean I'm too young for Muhammad, but I put him in there.
Yeah,
But first for me is always Tyson, Trinidad. Then I go to
Trinidad's
Florida.
such a good
yeah,
guy.
Felix
I know him.
Trinidad.
I
I
know
met
him.
Trinidad in Puerto Rico. I never met Mike, but I met Trinidad.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a nice guy he is.
Trinidad's nasty, bro.
Nasty. He can
Yeah.
beat ass.
Then I go straight to Floyd Mayweather, and I like Tank Davis, and I like Edgar Berlanga right now. Berlanga's nasty.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah, he's coming
nasty
up.
Dude.
You know, and
That's cool.
can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you where you are today? Absolutely, right?
1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any advice for those out there who may be experiencing the same situations that you went through? Like any advice for them? You want to give any advice?
I don't want to tell anybody to keep fighting, and when you break your neck,
Just keep going.
Call it a
Tell them
day.
to keep going.
No, it's call
You
it a
kept
day.
going. Call it a day.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm different.
Hey, you went through it. You got through it, though. You know. Just never give up. I will say that. Just
I'm
never
a
give
little
up.
different. But,
Yeah,
you
you're a
know,
different breed, man.
I'm a
Shit,
different breed.
man.
And I got so lucky. I'm lucky. I
Yeah.
had great parents.
Yeah. Shouts to your parents once
I was
again.
born like tough as nails.
Yeah, like your
just-
mother.
Like my mother.
Shouts to your mom still alive? Is she still alive?
Oh God, no.
Oh no!
No,
Wow.
no.
Rest in
They-
peace, then. So
they-
both of your parents passed away.
Both my parents passed away
Oh,
right,
man, sorry to
before,
hear
right before my 50th win.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
what my 50th
So they
win.
didn't see you lose
No.
at all.
Well, no, they saw me.
Oh, they see-
Oh yeah, they were at every fight, every.
Wow.
You know, my father was with me every time, and but
They have. So
just
cherish
the
your
last fight.
parents.
Yeah.
That's the advice we'll give them. Cherish your parents. They're not gonna
But-
live forever.
But some people don't get great parents. You gotta be
Yeah,
lucky.
but even if
You
you
gotta be
don't, I
lucky.
feel like sometimes you know, because remember, your parents are here, gone tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like at the end
You
of the
gotta
day.
be lucky.
Yeah. Any last words?
How lucky are you to have your parents? Give me a 8.
Yeah,
give me
mental
a
fighter. How lucky are you?
1 to 10.
Behind the scenes. How lucky? 1,000. The
Wow,
mental
see,
fighter's
that's awesome.
1,000 times
That's
lucky.
That's awesome.
See, I don't even talk to my
That's
dad,
awesome
but
to
shout
say
outs to
that.
him. Shout outs to my dad.
I'm like that.
Yeah, my dad, I don't talk to him right now, but
Yeah.
you know, hopefully one day we'll make amends.
Like most people.
Yeah, you know.
That's
is what
how
it
it
is.
goes. Most people.
But any last words or special shout outs that you would like to mention? I know you keep mentioning your PR. Shout outs to her.
Zena's
Shout outs
the
to
bomb.
Zena.
Yeah, Zena's
Anybody
the
else
bomb.
you would like to mention
Uh,
besides your PR?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, rest
we
in
did
peace.
that. We did that. This hot chick called Raquel. Never mind. Never mind.
The mental fighter. Shout outs to the mental fighter, man.
Oh, mad love to the mental fighter.
We're gonna give a round of applause once again.
The
And shout outs to
fight-
Vinny
The
Paz,
mental
man.
fight is kind of hot.
Yo, it's been a vibe, Vinny Paz, man. I want to thank you so much once again, brother.
Brother, I'm so happy I did the show with you.
Yo, man.
And you're the bomb. Keep kicking ass.
Thank you so much once again. It's been a pleasure. We're signing off. You already know the Jmack Experience Podcast. We're out of here. Stay blessed, everyone. You already know. Follow us every single week. We're signing off. Peace.
Thanks for coming on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come back for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.